this side seems like failure. Ah! 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 Oh! Oh, man, it just feels like success on this side. Wow. Oh, my. Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the Ultimate Bayern fan channel. So, Bayern are in a Bundesliga race by themselves. We are essentially just fighting against ourselves now because neither Dortmund nor Leipzig are capable of keeping the form up. Dortmund and Leipzig today lost. Very important games. Very important games. They lost. Marco Rosa, is he already under pressure at Dortmund? I don't know. See, here's what I thought about Dortmund. I thought they were going to go for Erik ten Hag because that's who Bayern was going to go for before Hansi Flick just became the best manager in the world out of nowhere. So, it's very interesting. Borussia Dortmund fans have been all over me talking about, oh, we're going to come beat you, we're going to compete. It's the same story every single year. Dortmund are the worst competitors ever. Now, people might be like, wait, don't you just want Bayern to win every single game? Of course I do. Yeah, of course. But I want Bayern to win against strong competitors. Dortmund might have good players and a decent manager and maybe a decent club structure. They certainly make a lot of money, but they're no competitor to Bayern. They can't keep up with us. They can't give us a game. They can't make the league hard for us. Dortmund lost a big game today. 3-2 against Hertha Berlin. Last game of 2021. You'd think they would go in there and just show what they can do and then come back in 20 days and continue where they left off. Now it's 9 points between Dortmund and Bayern. That means FC Bayern Munich are champions for the 10th time in a row. Oh my gosh. Look, come on. The Bundesliga is not a farmers league, all right? It's not. Get that out of your heads, but you got to admit, we need some competition up in here. The Premier League is so fun, not because of the quality of teams. There's only, three teams that would win the Bundesliga. Wait, never mind. That's not a good point because Bayern would win the Premier League too. We would dominate. I mean, in terms of like when you compare like the top four in the Premier League versus the top four in the Bundesliga, three teams are better than the top three in the Bundesliga because Bayern would beat whoever's on top in the Premier League. That's my point. So there's a better league. It's just more competitive. That's why it's the best league in the world, and the Bundesliga is probably third because the Spanish league is so competitive now. Even Serie A is better. Guys, does this have anything to do with the 50+1 rule? I don't know. Maybe we need to abolish that because clubs in the Bundesliga are getting left behind. Why? There's no reason. Look at Inter Milan. Inter Milan out of nowhere. They were horrible a few seasons ago. Now they're back, top of Serie A. Juventus, they dropped lower. Napoli, new managers, new players. I don't know, but at some point, we have to adapt the Bundesliga to the modern game. And I'm not saying there aren't good teams in the Bundesliga and good players, but apart from Bayern, is there another world-class club in the Bundesliga where players want to go play for? No, there isn't. Dortmund exists for the sole purpose of feeding, feeding these big old clubs. Dortmund are a condom company. They just make players to go protect these other clubs from dying out. That's what they're doing. They're a condom club, man. I hate what Dortmund do because they're a bad look for German football. This year they got knocked out in the Champions League. That's a bad showing for the league as a whole when Dortmund lose in the easiest group they could have gotten. You could not have guessed an easier group for Dortmund. They always get easy groups and somehow turn them competitive. They drew to who did Dortmund draw to? Bochum. My gosh. Ugh. Imagine Bayern drawing to Bochum. Nagelsmann would be under pressure. Ow! Hansi back! We don't want Nagelsmann, Hansi out. We would be screaming, but it's Dortmund, so it's expected from them. Anyway, Bayern fans can transfer to the Prem for competitive reasons. I saw your tweet about that. Yeah, man, we need to get to the Premier League and see if we can do some things in there. They really got Sporting Lisbon, Ajax, and Besiktas. Besiktas, because literally they're like just that's a team you should beat, and I think they beat them on both legs. It's the Sporting game and the Ajax game, and the other games they struggled against. They got beaten by Ajax 7-0 on aggregate. Was it 7-1 or 7-0? I don't know. It looked bad. It looked really bad. Which tells me Dortmund need to go out and get Eric Ten Hag. I don't know why they're not doing it, because they might actually not realize they're big enough to actually attract someone like Ten Hag. But yeah, let's go to the Premier League. We would be first in all other leagues apart from EPL. City and us would be first. You can't have two teams in the same position in football. It just doesn't work like that. But I get your point. I think if we were in the Premier League, Manchester City would have to be second, because Bayern, the way the mentality is structured at this club, we would have to be first. We would dominate every league, to be honest, even with prime Barcelona and Real Madrid, because we just don't stop. We just don't stop. Real Madrid might stop for a few years, but even when Bayern are crap, it's still expected to win. So I'm doing great, Adam. I'm doing amazing. In fact, gym today, actually it was leg day. It was leg day. Oh, them Cristiano Ronaldo meaty legs are coming in. Check the other one. I used to have skinny legs. My calves aren't where I want them to be. That's why I do them every day. But leg season at the gym today. So I enjoyed that. Came back. I was contemplating whether or not I wanted to upload something else today, make a different video. And I was like, let's just talk about this, because a nice relaxed thing. I'm watching No Way Home Spider-Man today. So if I see any spoilers, you're getting banned from the channel forever. Please don't spoil it. I did a great job in the last week to just avoid any spoilers. It might be Bayern's fault that Dortmund lost to Hertha Berlin, because it's always Bayern's fault. It's always Bayern's fault. Anything is Bayern's fault. The title race ended 20 games ago. Wow. These Bundesliga teams. Samira, man, why are these guys always so funny? The title race ended in less than 20 games. Yeah, that's crazy. It is. Leipzig and Dortmund are horrible. And then you just... it's such a bad look for the league that Bayern are 9 points clear. Dortmund won 2 games in their last 5. Bunch of bums. Leipzig only won 1 game in their last 5 games. I'm talking about Leipzig because they actually have, the team, the players, and the quality and proven quality year in, year out to be competing. They should be in the top 4. I don't know what Hoffenheim is doing there. I don't know what Leverkusen is doing. I mean, it's not just Dortmund. Oh yeah, Leverkusen play tomorrow, so they haven't had the chance to battle their game. Because Leverkusen could close down on Dortmund and be 3 points away from them. But Bayern win. Win. I'm telling you, man. When do you think is the next time another team will win the Bundesliga? I think it's going to be in the next... Nagelsmann apparently wants to stay at Bayern for 20 years. He's a Bayern fan. He's us. Julian Nagelsmann grew up just supporting Bayern. So this is his dream. He's probably going to stay for a long time. But I imagine if a team really wanted to, like Leipzig, they would just keep the current team they have, improve on that in January, and improve it in the next summer. And Bayern could lose the title next year, or 2 years down the line when Lewandowski's numbers slow down and Thomas Müller slows down. In Manuel Neuer, there's an issue there. Yeah, a team can win in the next 2-3 years. It just needs to happen, and things just need to fall for them in the right way. And they need to be ambitious enough to buy some players and just decide in their minds that they want to win this thing, because it's not easy to win the Bundesliga or any league. That's why players always say, "Oh, I want to win the league more than the Champions League," because they know they put more work in. That's what you do week in, week out, right? The Bundesliga should remove 50+1 because we can have rich owners take over. Wow, no. See, when I said it, it was a joke. I don't want 50+1 gone. That's what makes the Bundesliga the Bundesliga. But the thing is, we do need to look into. Look, a team like Schalke should be one of the best teams in the league. They have a great fan base. Schalke have fans in the United States. Schalke are supposed to be an international club. Why are they in Bundesliga too? Because of the management. Because fans can't run their club better than rich billionaires that want to make more money by winning more trophies and win better sponsorship deals by making more money and winning more games. Fans just want to run their club by making tickets lower. And do you understand what I'm saying? I know it sounds really weird, but what I'm about to say shouldn't make sense. We do need greedy owners in the Bundesliga in one way. Yeah, why? Because billionaires are billionaires for a reason. Because they know how to make money. So in my mind, the way I see it, I think teams should be allowed to be owned by bigger corporations, or I don't know, the Saudis, but we need stipulations. We need the fan structure to stay, but because look, I was reading, a book about success, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I just finished it. And it was just talking about how the rich teach their kids these principles that the poor don't. You can apply that to a football club. Rich people go into a football club enthusiastic, thinking about what's the next 10 years going to look like. Whereas fans will think about what's the next game going to look like. Fans running the club, that's what happened in Schalke, by the way. Poor management by the people that were picked by the fans to run the club. Poor management. Bayern are the only German team that can attract established stars. Dortmund and Leipzig can't attract stars like Bayern do. And the way to attract stars is to win trophies, be in the Champions League, pay them a lot of money. Leipzig can do that. Leipzig just need to win a trophy. If Leipzig win the Pokal, because we know what Red Bull want to do, their whole plan this entire time was RB Leipzig. That's what they were leading up to. That's why it took them so long. They've been building this since the 2000s, like early 2000s. Red Bull New York, they had one in Ghana, they had one in Brazil. I don't know if they still do, but then all of that, Red Bull Salzburg, not yet Red Bull Leipzig. That's what they want to build. They want Red Bull to have their own team. That's what it's about. But don't worry, guys. It's not Red Bull Leipzig. It's Rasenballsport Leipzig. Rasenballsport Leipzig. That's the point. So in my mind, I think they want to win. The way to gain that global recognition is to win. And guess who Red Bulls ran by? Billionaires that just knew how to circumvent the system. Leipzig didn't break a single rule in their come up to the Bundesliga. All they did was look at the rules and just follow the rules, sometimes literally. Oh, they something about having members as a club. Well, they took Red Bull employees and made them members for RB Leipzig. And then to remove fans from the equation, they upped the fee. There's no law saying you can't change the membership fee to whatever you want it to be, so fans can't afford it. And the only people that end up controlling the club is the people that own the club. There's no rules. So Leipzig just followed the rules. And they still somehow made it to the successful club that they are today. And I think Leipzig need to win a trophy, and they can become that competitor for us. I genuinely believe it, because that's what Red Bull wants. They want to have a team that represents Red Bull not only as a company but as a sport and just a culture in Leipzig. That's why they spent so much money on a stadium. That's why they spent so much money on other clubs to bring players to Leipzig eventually. That's why they have such a big network. And they will be successful because once the rich people put their minds to something, they won't stop until they get their way. The unique thing about Bayern is that you had a businessman in Unai Hoeneß who just happened to know ball. He knew ball. He knew how to balance the checkbook, but at the same time, in the Bayern documentary, you learn something very important, and that's cutting cost. Success is not about cutting cost. That's what they said. That means Bayern Munich will have the best doctors in the world, the best physios, the best massage therapists, the best video analyst, various other positions that we don't really think about. Dortmund would buy, a car that doesn't necessarily drive them to point a car that's probably going to break down in maybe 2 years. Bayern will buy a bus that will never break down in 20 years because even though it's going to cost them significantly more money, because success is not about cutting cost. It's just about being successful. You have to do whatever it takes to make yourself the most amount of success in the shortest amount of time. That's what Dortmund lack. They just don't have the ambition. Dortmund need new people at their board, at their president. Like Real Madrid's president, I know people laugh at Real Madrid when they lose games. Well, they're back now. So the thing with Real Madrid that people don't understand, and the thing with Bayern Munich is the ownership and the people that run the club mentally can't tolerate losing. They can't tolerate it. You watch the Bayern documentary and the board members look pissed, and we already won the league. They want to win every game. There's the ambition. They're competitive because that player they spent money on. They had to convince other members of the board to spend money on that player. So they want every player to perform. I just love it. I absolutely love it because there's a checks and balances, and there has to be a level of ambition from Dortmund. That's how you get the best competitor in the Bundesliga. In Bayern Munich, you have people that know ball that are just highly competitive. I think there was a point in the documentary where they talked about the alpha males in the same locker room. How they would pick fights. I think Sepp Maier said that. They would fight each other, and then on the pitch the next day, they're best friends again. Because it was all about winning. And what's an alpha male? I don't know. Someone that wants to win and is willing to work as hard as he needs to ensure victory for himself and the people around him. Dortmund are full of beta males, beta cucks. They come out, the season is halfway through, and they complain about Bayern. Like, why don't you do something about yourselves? You employed Meunier as a right back instead of going for Riddle Baku. Is that Bayern's fault? No, it's not. You're going to go buy Adeyemi when you really need a center back. Why? Because you can sell Adeyemi for more in 3 years because you're a short-sighted club. You can sell him for more than you would sell a center back in 3 years. That's why you won't sign a center back, you stupid cucks. I get it. You want to make money, but you know how you make more money than ever before isn't just by selling your best players. It's actually by having a plan to succeed and win trophies. Trophies win you global recognition. Jersey sales come from fans who are excited to see their favorite player win another trophy. You know what? Haaland. Erling Haaland's body language apparently has sucked for the last, week or so, month or so since the Bayern game. Apparently, Dortmund fans are saying he just looks disinterested, and there's rumors that Haaland will be at Dortmund until 2023. Boy, bring that to Bayern. Bring that to Bayern Munich. Bring a player that wants to leave Bayern and his body language looks sucky on the pitch. We're going to terminate your contract. And then Unai Hoeneß will come out, Juan Bernat. I'm telling you. Well, it's not like Juan Bernat was like our Haaland. I'm saying he was a player that just the club didn't rate him, and Unai Hoeneß said, you're leaving, and I'm going to criticize you and talk about you in the media. He won't regret it. He might say, I'm sorry I talked to Juan Bernat that way, but he meant it. He meant everything he said. That's how Bayern are. We are willing to do ruthless things. If a player isn't performing, Ribery, Robin. Dortmund would have probably still had Ribery and Robin still because they can offer. Bayern were like, bye, we're gonna get someone else. We need Gnabry and Sané to come through. Come on, Bayern have this mentality to win, and they're always thinking about 10 years from now, 5 years from now, who's gonna be the leaders. And if we don't have players, a group of players that maybe 5, 6 players that are going to still be here in 5 years in their primes, then Bayern need to re-strategize. And even when you have someone like Brazo at the club who isn't necessarily highly rated by myself, you still know the club will be in safe hands because it's not just him; it's the whole structure. Bundesliga title race was never on in the first place. Let's be honest. We have to be, right? We have to be. Who do you think will win the Champions League this year? Well, there is no Champions League left in 2021. Another disappointment for our rivals. One but not. Oh yeah. So apparently, Rihad is saying they're not beta, they're gamma males. That's what it is, bro. I'm a competitive person. I'm a competitive person. I couldn't do what Dortmund does. I couldn't do it. I would rather be homeless than fail doing what Dortmund does. Just work for other people. I would rather work for myself and push myself than have someone else push me to work harder for them. That's just how I feel. So I'm actually giving good criticism to Dortmund. Because if they got a new president that was ambitious, it's not about money. You think Bayern got where we are because we had more money? No. Newcastle had more money than Bayern, technically. Man City had more money. PSG had more money. It's not about money. It's about the ambition and the environment you set your athletes in. Athletes need the best environment to perform to the greatest of their ability. Bayern Munich spent 50 million on our Bayern campus. And people might be like, what? Why? Well, so we could make it highly advanced because we know one of those youngsters, if just one youngster comes out of it in 5 years, we will have made all that money back because their performances on the pitch will translate to revenue off the pitch. Bayern know that. So why? They spent 50 million on a campus is because of that. Dortmund would never do that. They have to continue doing the things the way they have been. Mats Hummels. You think Bayern would keep... Well, we sold them to Dortmund, right? Because we could see the signs of his decline. Even when Hummels played well. In his last season, he didn't play that bad. I'm not going to lie. Hummels wasn't that bad. But the thing is, he had performances where his pace, you could see teams were overwhelming him. Dortmund bought him. They just thought experience, but they never thought why Bayern would sell him. We took 30 million from Dortmund, and we bought Upamecano a few years later for 40 million, and we got the better deal. So I just don't get why Dortmund just don't want to be on Bayern's level. They'd rather complain about Bayern and referees. Do you think referees are why the Bundesliga title race is now 9 points? No, it's because of the incapable mindset Dortmund has. They have an inferiority complex. These fans, and not just... It translates to the fans too. They feel inferior. They feel like it's good to be an underdog. They feel like, they want people to feel sorry for them. Dortmund, not again, injuries, referee. They want people to feel bad for them. You know what happened? You know how Bayern fans will react if one of our best players got injured and couldn't play for 4 months? We would shout to the board about how incompetent they are for not buying a player that could replace that main player. That's what we would do. We wouldn't sit here like, feel bad for us because Muller's injured. We would be annoyed at the board for not buying a competent backup. Dortmund fans would rather cry. That's the main difference. That's why, you can even think about the regions because Munich is an older part of Germany. It's all about culture. It's culturally rich, whereas Dortmund is industrious. It's modern. The difference between Bayern and Dortmund might be the traditional values from both regions being infused into the club. Bayern are hardworking, but at the same time, methodic. They're thoughtful, and aggressive in that old tradition. They're intolerant of losing. That's what comes from the Munich area, from München, from Bavaria. In Dortmund, you have new technology, new industries, new. Everything is about new, doing things the new ways. Sometimes you need to take the past with you so your future can have something unique to look after. I'm being honest. So I hope we get a competitor. Maybe Leipzig is that competitor, a team that's not here to make friends. No one likes Leipzig, so they're already hated. So they have one Bayern gene. Believe it or not, in the 60s, Bayern were voted the most likable team in the Bundesliga when we got our promotion because our team was full of so many young players. Beckenbauer, Godmuller, my gosh, it was a young team. So La Liga and Bundesliga already finished. Meanwhile, the Prem is still a three-horse race. Yeah, Premier League. I enjoyed the Premier League because I know Liverpool wins the Champions League easy. That's a stupid opinion. Liverpool have to get past. Serie A is not finished. Serie A is just it's going underrated this year, but man, there's just been a massive turnaround in Serie A. Inter Milan under Simon Inzaghi. Simon Inzaghi did so well at Lazio, and then Mauricio Sarroball came in, and now they're eighth. But Inter have only lost once this season, 4 draws. I think they're in the same kind of form as Liverpool, if I'm not mistaken, with the amount of goals they're scoring. Man, we will see an interesting game there, right? Liverpool 40 points, Inter 43 points, and there's a 4-point difference. Oh no, goals in hand or games in hand. So Napoli won tomorrow. Oh, Milan. Oh, if Milan win tomorrow, they'll be 1 point away. So it's a 1 point difference. The same thing happening with Man City and Liverpool. Wow. I'm telling you, man, Milan are not a team to underlook when they play Liverpool in February. Maybe they still have the crazy form. Liverpool will have issues too, right? When Salah and Mane go to the AFCON in February, it's going to be an interesting time. But they only missed 2 Prem games, right? Because there's an international break in March right after they come out of theirs. So there's really nothing they're missing. But it's going to be a big miss nonetheless. If you don't think in the dressing room, when Salah's not on the pitch, and I don't care about Mane, but when Salah's not on the pitch, the player's going to feel it. Let's see what happens, though. Liverpool play great football. Much more entertaining than Chelsea. So let's see. Arsenal are somehow in 4th. Wow. Good for Arsenal. How did Man United end up winning? Why is Spurs still on 14 games? Is it COVID? They need to triple the vaxes before they get out. Haaland, Vlahovic, Lautaro maybe. There's no one else. Guys, why are we replacing Lewandowski when he's world class right now and the best player in the world? Why are we already replacing him next season as if he just stops being good? Lewandowski will probably be at Bayern for another 4 years. I'm not even going to lie. He'll be at Bayern. I think he'll start declining maybe at 35. But my man is so physically fit. I don't even know why we would need him. He's the best striker in the world, and not only that, best player in the way he touches the ball and the things he does in the games to influence them. I mean, the goal he scored, a volley, wonderful, beautiful feet to get that volley in. These finishes are just intense, but people normally never notice them. So back to the whole topic of Dortmund. Like I said, they cut corners. Dortmund takes shortcuts. We need a team that comes in against Bayern and doesn't want to take shortcuts. They want to build something for the future. Dortmund build a team that can win 1 Pokal every 3 years, and then they can sell off half the team and make some money. Won't reinvest the money into more players. I don't know what they do with the money, to be honest. I actually don't, because Dortmund are making profit. Apart from, no one's making profit in COVID except Bayern, because we're that well run. But they always make profits. They're always making hella money, but they don't invest it in their team like they should. They bought Thomas Meunier. Why? He's 28. PSG are selling him. He's trash. Did their scouts not tell? Because it was cheap. It would mean they can't. They wouldn't have to actually spend time and money investing into the actual position. It's BS. This whole bullcrap about it's about money. No, it's not. It's not about money that a better Dortmund squad should have won against Hertha Berlin. Bayern's goal differential is really good. I'm gonna look it up. Man, the top 5 leagues right now are so exciting. The German league is just the only one that's separated by. Actually, Real Madrid have already won La Liga almost, right? Yeah, La Liga's you have 5 points separating Sevilla and Real Madrid. And logic tells me Real Madrid will win. But Madrid have only lost once this season. Bayern have lost twice. Liverpool have lost once, drawn more games. Bayern have only drawn 1 game this whole season. So we either win or we occasionally lose. I like that better. Madrid are in a good position, man. Oh my gosh. So I think Man City will end up winning the Prem. Bayern obviously will win the Bundesliga, and Real Madrid will win La Liga. I think there's a tough, powerful race going on in Serie A. Juventus are back on form. I think eventually they'll break into the top 4 because they're only 4 points out, I think. So we'll watch Juventus come back in, and then you never know. But I don't think they'll win Serie A. Obviously not. I think it's going to go to Inter again 2 years in a row. Juventus actually had 8 Scudettos in a row. People just don't remember because they were busy criticizing Bayern, because Bayern is the better team. We were actually winning European trophies as well. We want the UCL over the Bundesliga. Donald Duck. I would like to win the Champions League over the Bundesliga. I think every fan would prefer, like a City fan would probably prefer the Champions League because they win the Premier League very often. It's not it doesn't make you a weird person to prefer that. No, because the Champions League is the most important. We've only won it 6 times, so obviously it's more prestigious. Like sometimes it feels better when you win the DFB Pokal because it's like you don't have this as much as you have the league, right? Like I think Bayern have won 20 Pokals, yeah, and 30 league titles. So that's my gosh. Yeah, 20th title. Dortmund have won it 5 times. We're not gonna win the Pokal this year, guys. Wow. Guys, Bayern aren't gonna win the Pokal. We are not going to win the Pokal for the first time in a while. So I think if you're Leipzig, Dortmund, you want to win that because it's a free trophy without Bayern. It's really a free trophy. And it's something to show the fans. Man, Pokal literally looks like Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet. Oh, that's actually what it looks like. Niko Kovac won one of those. Who cares? DFB for UCL, Bully for UCL. No thanks. What? Nah, you're crazy, Rehad. I'd still take the Champions League over any cup. Inter win Serie A, Bayern win Bundesliga, PSG win League. I forgot Ligue 1 exists. To be honest, I don't care. Because I can understand when PSG win Ligue 1, but because Bundesliga teams are better than Ligue 1 teams. Just my opinions. Ligue 1. Real Madrid win La Liga, Liverpool win Prem. I don't think Liverpool win the Premier League because Man City just have an ability about them, right? They're capable of taking games and just smashing teams. But they'll lose a few games here and there, but they'll just win most of their games. What do you see as? Who do you see? Where? I don't know. Who do you see as underdogs in the USL? UEFA Champions League. I think Ajax, but we already expect them to be underdogs, so they're not really underdogs if we all think they can go really far. It depends who Ajax get, though, to be honest. I don't think I would consider. I think Inter Milan for me will be underdogs because they're going up against Liverpool, and everyone expects Liverpool to just go through. It's like a given that they'll go through, but we'll be sitting here in 2 months like surprised that wow, Inter Milan are actually winning, or came really close to winning. It's going to be one of those two for them. But I think they could be underdogs if they win against Liverpool. They got one of the hardest draws. I mean, no one wants to pick Bayern and Liverpool. That's you don't want to play them because Liverpool are coached by Jurgen Klopp. They play the perfect cup football because it's all high intensity. You just don't want to be playing high pressing. Yeah, like it's on a Wednesday, it's snowing. You don't want that. You don't want to be playing Bayern pool. Oh man, I can't wait. Guys, I'll be in Germany in May if Bayern are in the Champions League final. Let me get my I keep saying I'll get my passport renewed, but I actually have the pictures right there. I'm too lazy to. I don't know. It's something I want to do, but I don't care because I have no need to do it right now. Who do you think is the best performing player at the moment? Do you mean for Bayern or like worldwide? You're going to Levi? Oh, I think those are your dogs. Levi and Hero. Wow, nice, good names. I would probably say Sane and Muller and Lewandowski for Bayern. But if you mean like the whole world, I'd say Lewandowski, Sane, Salah. I don't know who I'd put. Oh, Bernardo Silva. I don't know who I'd put like number one. As a Liverpool fan, I would love a Bayern versus Liverpool final. I love how people always say Lewandowski versus Salah, but they'll never actually like do anything against each other the whole game. No, it's like Messi versus Lewandowski. I get it, like best player versus best player. Liverpool are not. They don't have a one player. They're not that team. Bayern aren't that team either. I think people just need a certain player they need to look at and say, okay, he's Bayern's best player. He's their guy, because that's how they consume football in one player isms. I just don't get it. But I get your point. I'd love to see a Liverpool Bayern final. I personally think we would edge it out because we would control the midfield battle, because we have more technical players in the midfield, and even Rocca, And also, I think Bayern would overcrowd Liverpool when it comes to dribbling through pressure with Musiala, Sane, and yeah, but Liverpool would offer the intensity, but I think Bayern would match it. Obviously, I'm going to back my team, but maybe Liverpool fans just know that they can win or think they can win, which is different. I can't fault you for thinking. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I appreciate everyone that's tuned in. I felt like I had a headache. Like, coming into this, I was like, do I have COVID? I was starting the stream, I was like, do I have COVID? But ever since talking about Bayern in front of you today, I can't even speak English. Ever since I started talking today, I'm feeling so much better now. It's like I had so much energy, negative energy, just needing to come out. And that came out in the Dortmund rant. BVB are a B plus student, as Bayern will be passed. As Bayern will be pissed if they get a 93 on a test. No, Dortmund are a C plus student. Yeah, C plus or B minus. Yeah, B minus. That's better, right? They're that kid that accepts the B minus, but man, come to that Asian household with a 93 on your test. Man, they'll be feeding you to the dogs the other way around. Let me stop. That's horrible. I can't say that. Do I miss Thiago? Yes, of course. I watch Thiago. I take one day a week and I go watch Thiago Alcantara. Sexy football. Just one day out of the week. So, yeah, I miss him. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't hide it from you. I miss Thiago Alcantara. Thiago, he plays for Liverpool. Liverpool are the best team in the world. We invented football. It started at Liverpool. Even though Everton are technically older than us, we're the team from Liverpool because the world, Liverpool. apparently Michael Zorc, Dortmund's sporting director, said we'd like Haaland to stay. We don't have to give him up, not even for economic reasons. We also know that under certain conditions, Erling has the opportunity to leave. Yeah, Dortmund are a PUSSSY club. I think I said the S a billion times today. Yeah, they're really that, man. Because they put a release clause in Haaland's contract. Any news on Kimmich? He'll be back with the team in January. He'll be back. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, Kimmich will be back. He'll be ready for the Rick Runder. By the way, is it called the Meister? I don't know. It's like, what's the champion word for half the season? I don't care. I never cared about it. I forgot. Like Germany has a tradition where there's a team like that's one. What is it called, man? If I started typing the name, it would come up in Google. Herbmeister. Yeah, there it is. In my mind, right there. So, yeah. So we're that. Dortmund are frauds. Haaland is invincible. Invisible. Why did Dortmund always accept 2nd place or 4th? I don't know. 2nd place is where they are. Who they want to be. Best teams in Liverpool. Liverpool FC, Liverpool under 21s, Liverpool under 15, under 19s, Liverpool women's, Liverpool under 4s. I don't see Everton on it. Oh man, this guy's funny. I like this guy. Yeah, nah, I don't know what. Is Rafa Benitez like one of those managers that just won't make it anymore? Cause, yeah, I mean, True Geordie used to love Rafa Benitez. That's a horrible British accent, but True Geordie, everyone knows him, right? Hopefully, yeah, he's like the biggest Newcastle fan. He also does. Jake Paul's fighting Tyrone Woodley today. I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of like Jake Paul. I used to hate him, but he's growing on me, man. I love his determination and hard work. Tyrone Woodley, I'm telling you, I don't want him to win. I'm not gonna lie, because I kind of want to keep seeing Jake Paul be the guy that's hated just to go prove someone wrong. Tyson Fury's brother, what's his name? Tommy, freaking weirdo. I think he busted up his lips or something and couldn't make it to the fight. And then, there was a video of Tyson Fury saying, "My brother, yeah, would beat yous with a broken rib." And then, a day later, he pulls out of the fight because he got injured. What a weirdo. Weird family. But I like Tyson Fury. I just don't like his brother. I think he's just... I mean, he has a hot girlfriend, and that's about it. Yeah, Rafa Benitez is a dinosaur, bro. Yeah, that guy. So, he used to love him. Jake Paul or Bayern? Well, come on, Raheem, bro. It's going to be Bayern. Everton is better than Bayern, says Joseph. We have a lot of fans that talk about Dest. What should I talk about? Is Barcelona playing soon? Oh, they played today. Damn, I don't even be caring about Barca like that. Google doesn't even care about Barcelona because I don't even see Dest on the pitch. My man's didn't even play. That's a big fat L right there. There's Bayern fans that don't want Serginho Dest. I understand, right? But they'll see the light soon. Man City want him, but apparently, wow. If City actually signed Dest, my life needs to end because Pep would turn him into a baller. I just know it. He's waiting for Bayern's call, apparently. So it looks like Man City are the favorites to sign him. If Pep Guardiola rates Dest, then, damn, bro. He's actually leaving, Joel? Nice. Do you think Bayern will be good without Lewandowski? Yes, of course. No, we'll just get someone else that does what he does and break his old records. Maybe in 50 years, but because those records are going to stay for a while. I love how everyone just thinks just because we'll lose a player means we'll just become bad all of a sudden. Today, some guy named Jukla scored for Barca, but Jukla sounds like a milk boy. I want Dest. Oh, Frosty, you're the first guy that I've heard on this channel. Everyone, I'm getting cooked. I get cooked on these comments when I make anything about Dest. But we have to keep the propaganda fresh. Bayern should sign Seamus Coleman. No, we don't rate English players. I hope you realize that. Dude, why isn't Omar Richards getting his England call-up? The guy's so good. If he wasn't Alphonso Davies' backup, he'd actually be a good player for us. Omar Richards, guys, look into him. English guys. Yeah, he's fast. Well, he's not. I wouldn't say he's Davies fast, but. And I thought he was 6 foot. By the way, remember when I put in my video when we were signing him for free a few months back? I thought this man was 6 foot. No, he's like 5'6" or 5'7" or 5'8". He looks short, small. Yeah, but he's technical. I like it, and he has that Ronaldinho hair. It just kind of bops back and forth. I love it. Coleman is Irish and old as Bible. 2,000 years old. Yeah, no, we... See, I don't know why people think like... You think we should sign Traore as a right back. Why? Because he's fast. That's it. That's the only reason you think that. This is the best Christmas present, the Bundesliga. 172 centimeters like you. Wow. Damn. How tall is that? 172 centimeters. 5'6". No, that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. Dest is a all-around baller. We need him. If he comes, Nagelsmann would do his magic like he usually does with the youngsters. I don't know what magic we talking about. You're 6'9". Raheem, bro. Stop the cap. Rashford's gonna have to start feeding Dest now. Rashford's not that good of a player. I don't know what he's rated about, but like they used to compare him to Sané. Obviously not anymore. Apparently PSG and Barcelona are keeping tabs on him. Rashford is open to Barcelona move. Bro, he sucks. If Barca signed him, that's a nail in that stupid coffin that they keep trying to make for themselves. Rashford will never be good. Saka's better than Rashford. Like Bukakuya, whatever his name is, bro. Bukaye, dude, he's so much better than Salah. Damn, I just looked up Saka's name, bro. It's Bukayo Ayokuka. It's always the African parents with these impossible first names. You didn't name your child Bukayo, right? Like, no one knows how to say that, bro. Not even other Nigerian parents know how to say that. What is he doing? There's literally, I just looked up Saka. There's a Saka warehouse in Estonia. Saka Manor. Imagine when Saka scores. And there's memes about relaxed hotel with parkland and a spa. And it's just Saka Manor. Manor. Oh, Martinelli did well. I can't lie, peoples. I can't lie. He's 20? Oh my gosh. Bayern should sign Martinelli, bro. Next Ronaldo right there. He's actually entertaining when it comes to his dribbling. But, damn, I would have never imagined this guy would turn out to be anything good. Oh, what happened to Aubameyang? Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. This dude plays for Gabon? Wait, he's banished from Arsenal training? What? Hey, I thought he was injured. Wow. Hey, they're really treating him like dirt, bro. You should go back to Dortmund. They love taking players that betrayed them. Dang, bro. A lot of stuff happening, but I just don't know. What's up, Bayern Munich? What's up, my man? All right. Ending the stream in a few minutes here, but I appreciate everyone tuning in. Just so you know, Dest is going to City to replace Ferran Torres. No, he's going to City as a right back. City don't need to replace Ferran Torres. They just need a blink, and a new player will arise out of nowhere. That's how Ferran Torres flopped. Bayern literally sent Ferran Torres to um, to the Europa League because Barca are in the Europa League. I'll be honest. I don't mind Ferran Torres. I thought he was. I actually used to rate him. I thought he was actually a good replacement for Sonny. I thought he was okay. But I don't know why. Maybe he wants to go back to sunny Spain, like De Jong, just be in the sun. But it's not like Ferran Torres just sucks. He just doesn't get many opportunities apparently. I don't know. He plays for City though. I mean, it doesn't get better than Man City when it comes to like being in a comfortable environment because City are incredibly well run, right? Actually, screw that. City aren't well run. How many transfers do they make like Ferran Torres for 30 million and end up getting him back, and then they're gonna sell him for like 20? Come on. He wants to play for his boyhood club. What? That's why? Stupid weirdo. Thoughts on Anthony? Guys, I was the first Bayern fan to talk about Anthony to Bayern, and now everyone's talking about Anthony. Yeah, remember when we used to do Anthony videos? Such a baller. But now people are starting to catch on. Tactical Manager TV actually put me onto him. He was like, "Bro, let me put you onto this Brazilian baller. I know you love Brazilians." I was talking about women, Tac. I was talking about women. But I appreciate everyone so much for watching this. Smash the like button, and I will see you tomorrow. I'm gonna do a video tomorrow. I do it. I want Sunday to be the fun day, unless Bayern were playing. So we could either do Bayern Man City combined 11, or we never did Manchester United. Well, it would really only be Bayern players that got in. Or we could do, yeah, what team should I do it with? Our nice little combined player by player comparison, because I enjoy doing those. They take a while to edit because I have to download these player pictures, and it becomes a long story, folks. So who should I do it with? Who should I do it with? Me. Who should I do it with? Me. PSG? PSG and Bayern? Chow shite. Chow shite. Chow shite. Chow shite. Chow shite. Chow shite. Bayern Everton. Joseph. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro? Why are you doing this? Don't make me do this to you. Barca. Bayern and Burnley. What? Guys, be serious. Be serious. We already did Bayern Liverpool. Man, I got in a heated argument on ESPN FC with Liverpool fans. It was crazy. My Bayern Liverpool one was good. Man, people love when I talk about Bayern and Liverpool. It's like a lot of Bayern fans don't mind Liverpool. And a lot of Liverpool fans know ball because Klopp. I think when it comes to Premier League, I've been thinking about this a lot. I think Man City fans know the most ball. They pretend they're deluded, but they actually know ball because of Pep Guardiola. They're like their entire lives of supporting Man City. they've only been like able to see good football. So, and then Liverpool fans would be second, close second. Leeds fans might know ball too. New ball. All right, we will Bayern Norwich combined. You know what's funny? We could do like a series where I do a combined 11 and it's always just Bayern players. But I hype it up so much to make it seem like this is the video where I finally do a surprising thing and pick a different team. Because if I did PSG, I don't know if I take anyone at PSG over any Bayern player right now. Not really. George, don't go. Come on. Dude, I gotta go watch Spider-Man. Spider-Man! Spider-Man! Man. Peter. Hello, Peter Parker. Hi, Peter Parker. Hello, Peter. Did he say hello, Peter, or hello, Peter Parker? Or hi, Peter? Because is it one of those things where we think they said one thing, but they actually said something else? Like mirror, mirror. Is that one of those things? What do they call those? Where you, in your mind, you thought of something, but that's not what they actually said. Finally, Joseph W. We'll do Real Madrid tomorrow because Joseph said so. Bayern, Real Madrid combined 11. Finally, bro. Gosh, you finally came out with a good opinion for once in your life. All right, so you're saying Bayern. Now let me actually look at Real Madrid's 11 and see, who they play with. Because I'll be honest, mate. I haven't watched a single Real game this season except I think I watched a bit of the Inter game and obviously the Sheriff game because they were losing. I was like, I gotta watch this because Real was losing. Inter Milan, they won, but they didn't play well apparently. Alaba versus Luca Hernandez. Ooh! Militao's apparently doing well. So, there's okay, this was gonna be interesting. Yeah, we might have to do a 4-3-3 because no, we're gonna do a 4-2-3-1 because Thomas Muller's gonna get into the team. I don't care who he's getting in for, he's getting in. Oh my gosh! And Real Madrid have Vinicius Jr. We have Sane. It's actually gonna be competitive. Whew. Oh man. God, appreciate it, Joseph. I appreciate it, bro. I didn't even think about that. Never even came to into my mind. Oh, the Mandela effect. That's good. All right, thank you so. We could do AC Milan, Chelsea. Chelsea's coming, but realistically, I wouldn't actually take many players. Oh my gosh, my arms are big. I wouldn't actually take anyone from Chelsea. Oh, Modric is still good. Dang it, man. So the midfield we're about to have is Musiala, Modric, and Kroos. Because Casemiro will never make it to my team. I hate that stupid lanky bastard. All right, Mia, San Mia, and peace. Why do I hate AC Milan? I don't. Oh, you're talking about the other guy. All right, bye.